Okay. Got my controller. Stream is live. Let's do this. Welcome back. I am continuing a ongoing challenge playthrough of Halo 2. This is session 2. Basically, a little while ago, I started a playthrough of Halo 2, and the challenge of it is that I can't use equipment from Combat Evolved. So that means if there's a gun, a vehicle, or even, for what it's worth, armor equipment or even grenades, if they appeared in Combat Evolved, I can't use them in Halo 2. There's some exceptions, and I think the Arbiter levels are really going to highlight how I'm going to have to bend the rules a little. I already bended the rules last time, but oh, hold on. I almost made a mistake. We're going to play on Classic. Last stream, I did have some issues playing with the anniversary graphics stream-wise, so just for the sake of having a more streamlined run, where I don't have OBS having a panic attack, or my PC being like, hey, streaming this is not going to go well, buddy. We're just going to stick to classic graphics for the rest of the playthrough. I'm sure that's fine. But yeah, so we're finally back with this. I took another hiatus because life is life. I work 2 jobs, so I don't get a lot of free time. And when I do have free time, do you really think I'm always going to want to stream a game? But anyway, that's what we're doing now. Let's get back into it. So yeah, this is going to be an interesting playthrough. I had an interesting start last session. I had to go through a whole level where the game expected me to drive a Warthog, and I had to go the entire level just on foot because a Warthog and a Ghost were both in Combat Evolved, so I can't use them. And again, that's the whole idea for this entire playthrough. So just to run down some other examples, I realised this during session 1. I can't use grenades because the plasma and frag grenade were both in Combat Evolved. I can't use the Magnum. I can't use the plasma rifle, the plasma pistol, because these are weapons that appeared in Halo Combat Evolved. So I'm a bit limited, to say the least, but as we realised last session, there's got to be exceptions to the rule. Since we're going to be playing as the Arbiter for a few levels, let's talk about one decision I came to last session: Energy Sword and the Wraith, a weapon and vehicle that was in Combat Evolved, but you couldn't use them. In Combat Evolved, you couldn't pick up an Energy Sword. In Combat Evolved, you couldn't drive a Wraith. So, at least for this first time doing this challenge, I'm going to say the Energy Sword and the Wraith is allowed for this playthrough. Maybe in the future, if I decide to do this again, I might change that. But realistically, after this this challenge run is done, I'll probably want to do this challenge again with another Halo game. More likely Halo Reach, because I think that'll be an interesting one to do with this concept, of this rule set. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. I think that's the, you get the idea. Oh, I'm gonna change the volume a bit. I didn't realise it was this low. There we go. Obviously, I don't want the game audio to be too loud, but still. A lot of birds flying by right now. I've got my window open. There's no way I'm closing it in this heat, so if you hear background noise, whatever. I live in the UK and we've been... I don't even know how we're still here. It's been hot, very hot. And I've had to spend the majority of my time outside during the heat. Not fun. How long has our Arbiter been the Arbiter? Like, how long has this specific fella right here, how long has he been the Arbiter? God, we're talking decades by this point, right? He's been the Arbiter for at least a decade, right?
When we joined the Covenant, we took an oath.
Maybe not.
On the blood of our
No, I mean, it might be close to a decade, actually. Oh, I don't know. I don't know about Halo lore. Not everything, anyway. And I've reached a point where, as much as I still enjoy these games, I really don't care that much about the lore anymore because of the damage that 343 has done to it over the years. Not saying 343 has done nothing but bad things with Halo, but let's be honest, it's just not as fun. Anyway, let's actually, once this cutscene ends, we can finally get into it and really dive back into the challenge. You know, it's probably a good thing that I'm playing with classic cutscenes as well, because I'll be honest, unless it's a modded playthrough, I haven't really played with Halo 2 classic graphics in a long time. Specifically for cutscenes, I must stress. I do usually like to have the anniversary cutscenes on these days. Still. Okay, so immediately we've got an issue. So like I said, the energy sword is fine. For this playthrough, I'm going to say the energy sword is fine. Yes, it was in Combat Evolved, but I couldn't use it, you know? It was something that I couldn't use, so that's fine. The plasma rifle, however, no. That's got to go. I can trade it. I don't think there's anything worth trading here. Oh, you've got a beam rifle. Here we go. Just practicing my swing. Now, this is the other interesting thing with Arby. Arbiter's active camo. Now, even though it was a little bit different in Combat Evolved, active camo was a thing in that game. So I can't go invisible. If this was a legendary run, I think that's when it would become really concerning. As it stands, I should be fine without active camo, but I have to wait and see. Should I use a carbine? I am better with a carbine. Yeah, let's use carbine. So again, carbine's fine because that was introduced in 2, wasn't in Combat Evolved. It would be nice if I could give this to someone now. You. There we go. Oh, sorry. I nearly team killed. Oh my, that was close. Yeah, because I saw it there, the needle is another weapon I can't use. Again, I can't use grenades. Grenades are completely off. I can't use frag or sticky. I think that's like honestly one of the hardest factors of this challenge, the fact I can't use grenades. Right, got an elite. Do we have, where's that grunt? Still got a grunt. You guys are used to the only ones left? I mean, I did rush. Yeah. Alright, come on, used to. We're going. We'll leave those behind. I guess they don't want to hop in. Oh, there we go. Did I leave the grunt? Oh no, he's here.
Sentinels, the holy warriors of the sacred range. Why have they sided with these heretics?
Why, oh why, oh why? I was expecting the explosion to kill it, I'm not gonna lie. Oh boy. Hold on, reloading. Thank you for being so patient. The Sentinel Beam. Yeah, I think the Sentinel Beam we can use. Again, it's another one where it's like, technically it is in Combat Evolved, but you can never use it as a weapon, so... Just thinking about that right now. Sentinel Beam's okay. I made it clear last session, but if you can't tell, I was kind of just half-assing this. Like, I came up with the idea a while ago, and I was like, yeah, let's stream it, let's go. But I didn't really, like... I didn't take everything into account. I didn't think about every weapon and vehicle at the time. I just thought, oh, this could be an interesting challenge run to do in Halo. Like I said earlier, after this, I'll probably want to do this again with another game. I think Halo 3 will be a really difficult one to do. Reach should be at least interesting. If I feel like being insane, I could play the bad campaign of MCC, that being Halo 4. And do it that way, but to be honest, I don't think Halo 4 would be that difficult in that regard for the challenge, because I'll have a whole arsenal of new weapons that was introduced in that game, the Promethean weapons. So I don't think Halo 4 would honestly be the most challenging one to do for this type of playthrough. Not that it wouldn't have its challenges, because, well, it's Halo 4, you know. It's a shit game. The challenge will be actually playing through the campaign again. I saw it earlier. I think the fuel rod's an interesting one. There was a grunt of a fuel rod earlier. I don't know where it is now. I'm going to say I can't use it, even though that one's a bit awkward. Because it was in Combat Evolved, but then it wasn't. And then it was again. It's a weird history. But I guess, talking about the Halo 3 challenge run, I would probably say the same for the flamethrower. So... yeah, no fuel rod for this run either. That's a shame. I like the fuel rod. Oh god. I'm gonna die. There's no way I'm not gonna survive. There we go. Jesus Christ, that was a grenade, sentinel beam, needlers. Was it something I said? I think I should pick up a sentinel beam. Very good, very good. Not good, not good. Jesus. Oh dear. My finger is on the grenade button again. I want to throw grenades. The urge to throw grenades is so strong. Oh, I'm sorry. Somehow I didn't notice you. Nice hit. Back of the head. Oh. I'll stick with what I have for now. Why, hello there. Taste of their own medicine. Get beamed. Here we go. Now this is where we're going to have a problem. So, the Banshee was in Combat Evolved, and you could use it in Combat Evolved, so ideally, the answer would be no, I can't use it. However, we have to make an exception here. And there's at least one other moment later on. No, there's at least two other moments I can think of where we're going to have to do this again. So, if I was being really strict, this is where the playthrough would end, because I need to use a Banshee. But for the sake of actually, you know, making this a full playthrough, I'm allowed to use the Banshee, but I can't use it to attack enemies. That's what I'm going to say for scenarios like this where I have to use certain vehicles or weapons. So I know where I've got to go. We just fly over here, and we are going to immediately ditch the Banshee because, well, I'm not supposed to be using it, but it's my only way of getting over here, so gotta make the exception for that. Scenarios like that, you just make do. And that's it. Can I say, the thing I'm the most surprised about so far? No friendly fire incidents. Like, even from session 1. So far, no friendly fire incidents. I'm really surprised about that. This is a Halo game, right? There's usually a friendly fire, at least with my experience, guaranteed in every playthrough. But so far that hasn't happened. So yeah, the Oracle will also have a segment where I've got to use the Banshee, because again, there's just no other way I can make progress through the level. I don't have Aquaphobia on. And there's a brief part in the final level where I know I'm going to need to use the Banshee as well. So it is what it is. I can't think of any scenario where I'm forced to use a specific weapon. Damn, I wonder what they're fighting down there. Hope it's nothing too bad. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
What happened here?
Me have bad feeling about this. You always have bad feelings. You had bad feeling about morning food nipple.
Close your jaws, or
What the hell? I love the grunts. Enemy sighted.
Heretic!
hold your fire. Hold your fire. I wondered who the prophets would send to silence me. An arbiter. Unflattered. He's using a hologram. He must be.
How come these things never came back?
Come out so we may kill you.
Like, aside from the armor abilities for multiplayer in Halo... Well, no, they used them in the campaign a little bit in Reach, I think. But aside from the hologram armor abilities in Reach and 4, how come hologram never became a more regular thing in Halo? Even if it's just for cutscenes and wasn't equipment you could use in-game. This is another thing where it's going to probably get a bit more difficult as we go, having to fight the Flood with this extra rule set. Damn.
What have they done? Go up. I'll follow when our reinforcements arrive.
And now we have this fun elevator segment. Joy, oh joy. I always look forward to this segment. It's my favourite segment of any Halo game. Am I being too obvious? I'm going to give you the Carbine. Now I'm going to take a Sentinel Beam. What do you see, boy? Ah. Oh, you shot his arm off. Keep going. There you go. I don't know why the Flood isn't attacking. Keep it up. Oh, grenade. Very good. Well done. Do you want to be the Arbiter? You have potential.
Find the death you seek in the next battle. We face a stubborn enemy. Further proof of my prowess.
I wasn't expecting that when I punched it. I don't have anything to say, man. This is just a boring elevator sequence. Oh dear. Imagine if this was a multiplayer map, just this small elevator that would just move around. It will definitely be more unique, I'll give it that. Not good though. Are we there yet?
You only need kill me. Blessed rings. Arbiter, how many is that?
I don't know, man. I lost count. My controller disconnected for a second there. That's not appreciated.
Enemy of our Lord. You're a greedy one, aren't you, Arbiter?
I'm a greedy one? I'm just trying to kill the Flood, man. You know how easy these things can kill us?
I doubt it. Death is upon you.
Any other witty
Exercise.
exercise?
Stand fast. Job well done, Arbiter.
Why, thank you. This might be one of my most favourite elites I've ever had the pleasure of working with.
We must defeat them, Arbiter.
I know, we will. Don't. Sorry. Ah! Oof.
Maybe this one will.
That's better. Right, are we there? Is it over? Ah, fuck. Oh, finally. Oh no! You bastard! Oh! A moment of silence for our fellow elite brother. R.I.P. Definitely one of my most favourite elites to ever fight alongside. He was arbiter material, I tell you. Oh. I will push on for you. Ooh, 100 ammo. You see, I really shouldn't just jump down there. Nice, very nice. Oh, hello. You wanna go? That flood just killed itself. I killed the other one next to it with my sentinel beam, but that one killed itself. It threw the object and it bounced back into him. I haven't seen that before. Dude, don't shoot at me. You've got the flood right there. Are you stupid? Don't answer that question. I think we already know the answer. Alright, we're going down. And the next level is going to be so much more fun than this shit. I don't like these levels with Arbiter. I mean, story-wise they're good. But gameplay-wise, I've never liked these two levels with the Arbiter. It's funny, for me, Arbiter's levels at the start of Halo 2 are like my least favourite. But then, at the end of the campaign, he has the best levels. And it's the opposite for Master Chief. He has some really good levels to start off the campaign, but then later on, his last two levels are honestly really rubbish. I don't like them at all. And I'm sure part of the issue is obviously because of how much content was cut with Halo 2. But it just resulted in Master Chief's last few levels just being so lame in my opinion. In comparison, Arbiter has some really great final levels in this game, but these levels I do not like at all. These first two levels of Arbiter are really terrible in my opinion. I don't like playing them. Oh, Jesus. Oh dear. Infect the others, please. Hey, come back. Oh, that hurt. Yeah, I had a fear, and I was back where the flood killed itself with the box. That was a bad move. Checkpoint? Nope. Checkpoint? Yes. Did you win up there, Elite? Still alive. Did the Elite die? I wasn't paying attention. Looks like it though. I always hate this bit because it never seems to be clear exactly how, like, when the progress is actually going to be made. Feels like they eventually the game's just like, okay, now we'll open the door. Oh, hello. I want to make progress. I want to leave. Let me use the sword. Can I use the sword to just open the door, for fuck's sake? Oh. Oh, come on, this is Halo 2 lunge. You can do it. Dope. Whatever. Ah! Man, I don't even want to imagine what it'll be like right now if I decided to say I can't use the sword. I think I would hate this so much. I mean, I already hate it, but you know what I mean. Again, maybe in the future if I'm crazy enough. But we've got other Halo games we can play. And it's not... Oh, by the way, I guess I could talk about that. It's not just the FPS titles I was thinking of trying to do this in. Now, obviously the rules would be slightly different in certain aspects. But another game I want to try and do this in for Halo is actually Halo Wars, the first one. My idea for that one would be I can't use units that are based on weapons or vehicles from previous Halo titles. So I wouldn't be allowed to use a Warthog at all. When it comes to the Marines, I can't really use them if they're using standard. Well, you see, this is where it becomes more of an issue, right? I think for Halo Wars, this would primarily be focused on just the vehicles, on what I can and can't use, because the campaign, obviously I'm using Marines, and well, the regular units all use stuff like assault rifles, SMGs, battle rifles. You know, I think it would be not impossible, but it's going to be something I'm going to have to put a lot more effort into thinking about, in terms of like actually brainstorming what I can and can't use for a playthrough like that with Wars. But again, I would like to give it a try. I would like to see if it was possible to do this with Halo Wars as well. Jeez, okay. Finally. Please open. Okay. Progress can finally be made. Who the funk?
Leader, the storm is about to hit. We cannot maintain our position. Bring the Phantoms close to the mine. We cannot lead him until the leader of these heretics is dead.
I think for Halo Wars, one idea could be to just load up a skirmish game and just see how that goes, implementing the rule. So I'll just do a skirmish match to see how the rule is like. Trying it like that. See what units I would really be limited to, and units I just outright can't use. We'll see how we go. Oh dear.
This will save me from the storm, but you will be consumed. Robert, where is he?
Oh, Blarg.
Thinking Bloodbait boxed himself in tight. We'll never break through this. We shall force him out. Cable. I'm going to cut it. Get everyone back to the ship.
He's a mad lad, I tell you. Yaba is a mad lad.
Arbiter will continue upward, cut this station loose, and scare the heretic from his hole. May our Lord guide you. We shall not forget your sacrifice. Your blade hand. Stand and fight.
Sometimes the hitboxes with these cables can be really finicky, weird. I remember I know from previous playthroughs that there's been times where I've whacked away at these things and they just don't break. Or they just take way more hits than I feel like they should. Oh my god, did I see that? That sentinel just got completely destroyed and I'm about to follow suit. Oh dear. Zigzag, zigzag. Okay, we're good. To the bridge. Alright, the game needs to be like, what have you done? I should jump. Ward. Excuse me, sir.
Are you still alive, officer? We're keeping pace as best we can.
Oh, that was close. That was really close. Right, so another brief segment where I've got to use the Banshee. No ifs, ands, or buts. So off we go.
What's loaded? They'll never escape this maelstrom and abandon it. Wait, the hangar. There was a Seraph fighter inside. Robert, you know what to do.
Man, imagine if you could pilot a Seraph. Oh, it's a crazy idea. The ability to pilot a Seraph? Mad. Absolutely mad. That would never happen. Well, if it did, it would have to be done by via a glitch. It would be like the anti-air rafe in Halo 3, where you're not really supposed to, but there is a way you can do it. Maybe a glitch that involves you EMPing the Seraph as it flies over you, and then it flies out of the map, and then you gotta go find it and then get in it. I could never do that, by the way. I was never able to actually do that in Halo Reach. First time I flew a Seraph was when it became a forgeable vehicle in MCC for Reach. I remember when I threw a grenade in here and I blew myself up. So I was standing too close to the explosives. Like an idiot. Is it that way? Yeah, it is. Ah, to you too. I couldn't agree more.
Heretic. Arbiter, I would rather die by your hand than let the prophets lead you to slaughter. Who has taught you about lies? The Oracle.
Hello, I am 343 Cutie Spy. I am the monitor of Excavation 04.
Ask the Oracle
Was.
below how they would sacrifice us all for nothing.
More questions? Splendid. I would be happy to assist you.
You know, If he actually allowed Arbiter to ask a question
The elites are blind, Arbiter.
instead of shooting,
We'll make them see.
maybe he would have convinced Arby to tag along. I'm just saying, it's like, it's just seeing how the cutscene played out again. He's saying, you know, he's basically saying, ask our bowling ball friend here. He'll tell you everything. Proceeds to shoot. It's like, dude, what do you think I'm gonna do after that? Even if I believe you, you literally just started shooting at me. What the fuck? There we go. Easy peasy. Ain't playing on Legendary today, friend.
His edification was most enjoyable.
I had no choice, Holy Oracle. This heretic imperiled the great journey.
Oracle, great Jupiter. Why do you members insist on using so inaccurate verbiage?
Bonk.
That is the Oracle. So it is. Come, you'll meet the sister.
Okie dokie. And now we're on to Delta Halo, back with the Chief. Where we get to use a rocket launch. Oh, never mind. Oh, that's gonna suck. I'm gonna have to drop the rocket launcher immediately. And I can't use a Scorpion either, by the way. Vehicle in Halo Combat Evolved. We might actually, thinking about that, we've got another Walker level. I can't use a tank that's in Halo Combat Evolved. I can't use the Warthog Combat Evolved, unless it was a Gauss Hog. And I can't use the Ghost. Any Seraphs about? Shit, this is going to be a big challenge. This level's going to be difficult.
Ma'am, there's an object coming into view now.
Cortana, what exactly am I looking at?
That is another Halo.
Say what?
So this is what my father...
What?
I thought Halo was some sort of super weapon.
It is. If activated, this ring will cause destruction on a galactic scale. I want all the information you've got on the first Halo. Schematics, topography, whatever.
I don't care if I have the clearance or not.
Yes, ma'am.
Where's our target?
The enemy ship
I really like Miranda Keys.
is going to pass right over.
I hope she sticks around for a good chunk of the franchise.
It's even more important that
Even
we
if she's not always the main character, I feel like she could always be a good character just throughout the series. I hope nothing bad happens to her in another game or two.
Follow them in.
Aye, aye, ma'am.
She'll be, you know, she could be a playable character in Halo Wars 2.
Once you leave the ship, you're on your own.
She could be part of a future story with Master Chief and Arbiter.
Aye.
Hang on to your helmet.
We're going to get to see the Grunt playing with his toys.
Mind the bump.
There he is, he's got a little Grunt and I think Master Chief toy. I think that's what the action figures are. Well, for what it's worth, we have an SMG. Oh, and a BR. We can use a BR too. Speaking of it, give me that. Congratulations, you get a rocket launcher. Don't have too much fun. Now, should I just leave? Should I just walk ahead? Because... Alright, let's really think about it here. I'm not going to be able to use a Warthog, a Ghost, or a tank. So the vehicle section that's coming up is going to be very difficult. I think it would be ideal for me to at least get my hands... I think there's one up here. On... Yep, there it was. A beam rifle. And now we're just going to have to make do. So this is it. This is going to be me just taking another stroll like last time. A heavy vehicle use level, but the vehicles... all the vehicles are from Combat Evolved, so I can't use them. Impossible.
Landing zone secure for the moment.
Alright.
Easier said than done. Inbound Phantom Covenant has control of the bridge ahead. They're going to try and bottle us up on this side of the
Oof. Not bad if I say so myself.
The controls to
I'm not always a bad sniper.
structure.
Every now and then. Get some good hits, some good headshots.
Watch out, Chief. Wraiths on the far side.
You see, I think I don't know if I brought this up last time, but you know, technically even this, the flashlight, that was an equipment from Combat Evolved, so should I even be allowed to use that? I feel like that's a bit of an overreaction, because unlike the active camo, the flashlight is mostly useless. But I'll avoid using it. But I don't think the flashlight really matters.
Bridge is down. Now about those wraiths.
I mean, if I can get my hands on a Wraith, that'll be good. Like I said earlier, we can use a Wraith for this playthrough. I don't know if it'll let me hijack this one though. Only one way to find out.
You don't want the tank. Okay. I guess we'll look for the others.
Please tell me I can hijack this. Come back. Okay, good. So, good news, everyone. We can use the Wraith. As stated before, yes, this is a vehicle from Halo Combat Evolved, but you can't use it in Combat Evolved. You can't pilot it, you can't drive it, you can't even use it as like a turret or of any type. You can never fly, you can never officially get in the Wraith in Combat Evolved. So, the Wraith is fair game. And I think that's going to make this fun and unique, because I usually don't do this. I usually, you know, go with the standard tank method. Especially when you've got the extra skulls on that messes with the physics. It's just so much fun to send the ghosts flying. But let's do it. We've got a Wraith. We can have some fun with this. Oh, and it is... I forgot how more rapid fire the mortar is compared to later games with the turret. Oh, that was good. I should do this more often. Why do I always get in the tank? This is fun. I mean, the tank's fun too, but I'm having... This is pretty fun. Having a ball. Oh dear. Very good. Very good. And again. Beautiful carnage. You'd love to see it. Good lord, that what the fuck was up with that ghost? Was that a kamikaze ghost from Curse Halo? What the fuck happened there? Now I am noticing one slight issue. Okay, never mind. It didn't look like the Wraith could fit there. My mind was just playing tricks on me, I guess. This is great. I love the Wraith. You know, this is making me realise that I don't use the Wraith often in Halo 2, and I've clearly been missing out. An average playthrough of Halo 2 for me, I would probably say I only used the Wraith in the last level. Clearly, that was not... that was a mistake, because this is pretty fun. I mean, it's seen better days, but we're still kicking and going strong with the Wraith right now. Another kamikaze ghost, watch out for those. Really? How do you get in? In through the window? Oh, come on, really? I can't go over this?
Pelican inbound.
Oh dear.
Let's clear a landing zone.
Why? Seriously, why can't the Wraith do this? I've got to do it awkwardly like this. So on. Oh god, now I think I'm stuck. Right, back out. Right, and now I need to awkwardly go like this. There we go. Well, it's been a pleasure, Wraith. Thank you for the experience. Okay. So we can get ammo for the BR. That's fine. And I know I can't use them, but I didn't say the Marines can't use them, so we're going to pick this up. And oh shit. Hold on a minute. Hold on. I apologize, Marines. Right, you got a sniper, so that's good. Oh, because I'm holding a BR. Hold on a sec. Hold on a second. Switch to this for now. Switch to that. I think a Marine just hopped on the Wraith. Yep, strangely I don't think he's going to get much use out of it. Any other Marines left? Oh, don't tell me the others are already dead. Are they already dead? I think they're already dead. Well, shit. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Oh, shit. There we go. Move, Marine, move! Well. Ah, for God's sake, this is a mess. I'm just trying to give my Marines more firepower, man. I can't use it, but they can. Come here.
Got another contact.
Look, I respect I respect the hustle, but you're really not going to get any progress, so get out. Right. Come on, let's see if the Rocket Boy is still alive. He's probably dead. Oh no, he's still kicking. Good, good. Alright. There you are. I'll probably make this the last mission for the stream, by the way. I'm going for an hour. Bonk.
You always bring me to such nice places.
Oh, jeez. Again, I respect the hustle, Marine. You've got the right mindset. Oh, there you are. I could hear the gunshots. Son of a bitch. I can't see shit. Hey, a Magnum. If only I could use them. I'm kidding. The Magnum in Halo 2's garbage. I wouldn't even if I could. The Magnum is like the last weapon you would use in Halo 2. If you just absolutely have nothing else as an option. I'd rather even go running at my enemy with a skull than a Halo 2 Magnum.
Good. Still no word about Inamber Clad on the Covenant battlement. It's odd. The Covenant know we made landfall, but they don't seem to consider us a very serious threat. Boy, are they in for a big surprise. Watch yourself. Honor guards.
Oh shit. Easy peasy. Oh, I guess that's the Covenant turrets. I just saw the turret symbol and I was like, huh? Turrets? I killed turrets? But anyway, we'll return to this. That's gonna another day. That's gonna end it for this session, for this run. Yeah. So far so good. This has been like the challenge is definitely there, but so far I've managed to make it work. I've managed to get through it. I've managed to make my progress. I don't know when the next time I'll come back to this playthrough. Hopefully it'll be sooner than later, but again, I currently do have 2 jobs, and just in general, I you know, this isn't one of the 2 jobs. This is just a hobby, so I do it when I can, such want to. But still, progress is progress. I will return with regret for another stream, and yeah, I could probably see, if I were to make a guess, this Halo 2 challenge run will probably be at least 2 more streams. I could see myself doing maybe these 3 levels in one session, and then these 3 levels as another session, so 4 sessions overall. Yeah, that's it. Hopefully I can stream more this week or next week, but again, you know, there's only one way to really figure out. I must consult. So until next time.